A very powerful hurricane, Laura, Cat 4, winds of 140. And even over the past hour, the eye has become even better organized, more perfectly symmetrical. Hurricane hunters have been in and out of here. We should get some interesting pictures coming out of that eye later today, because I'm sure we're getting the stadium effect that you only get with these powerful major hurricanes. You can see the central dense overcast. That's what we call this area here, is symmetrical. It's a very healthy and intensifying hurricane. Even at Cat 4 with winds of 140 right now, it looks like it is still intensifying. Gusts above 150, moving northwest at 16, and that's going to put it on the southwest Louisiana coast right here in Cameron Parish as we head toward about midnight 1 a.m. Right now it's about 148 miles, the center from the coastline. Here's the visible satellite. This is just like if you were up in a space capsule orbiting planet Earth and just took out your phone and took a picture. That's what that is, and that's a powerful hurricane. And just look at the donut effect we're getting, just a perfect donut around that center. It's a relatively small hurricane, but very, very intense. Winds only extend about, hurricane force winds only extend about 75 miles away from the center. And on the weak side, they only extend about 40 miles out away from the center. So it's a very small but very intense wind field right along the track and rich to the north. Those are the folks that are going to take the worst of it. And the forecast track from the Hurricane Center takes it into southwest Louisiana. Strong Cat 4. It's not out of the question it could be nearing Cat 5. Those would be sustained winds above 157 miles an hour. So Lake Charles and Beaumont Port Arthur are at the moment in the direct crosshairs of this powerful, very dangerous hurricane. We are not in the cone. We would be on the weak side of a very powerful hurricane. And that would mean we would still get some strong winds out of the north, especially on the coast. Tropical storm force expected for the most. Let's take a look at the broad wind field, then we'll focus on Galveston. This is by 8 o'clock this evening. Winds in Galveston perhaps gusting to tropical storm force. I think we'll see gusts easy to tropical storm force Galveston to Beaumont as we head toward midnight tonight. And these wind forecasts, these models are kind of having a tough time trying to figure out and get their computer heads around how powerful this hurricane is. But you can see winds at 127 on the Louisiana coast getting into 2 a.m. tomorrow. So Lake Charles, the computer saying 74-mile-an-hour gusts at 2 a.m. They'll probably be more like 140-mile-an-hour gusts in Lake Charles as we head into 2 a.m. tonight. But for us, you know, it's gusts to tropical storm force just about. So you can see the washing machine effect we're getting in the wave action, which has increased dramatically from yesterday. Offshore, we've got swells out there 30, 40, 50 feet. You take the wind speed, divide by 2, you get the potential height of the waves over the open water in that hurricane itself. Onshore, we're getting some of the far outer bands, scatter showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Liberty County moving north, that's moving toward Livingston and Cleveland. Nothing severe. It's not out of the question we could get a little spinner come in and give us a tornado warning this evening. We may see 1 or 2 of those this evening, but it will be in these stronger bands that we get the stronger wind gusts tonight, and those winds will be coming out of the northwest. So what I've put in a forecast here are sustained winds and potential gusts when the rain bands come in. For Jamaica Beach, sustained at 15, gusts to 35, likely in the rain bands. For downtown Galveston, 15, gusts to 45. That could knock out some power in spots. For Bolivar, and you see how as you get closer, the winds get stronger. For Bolivar, getting into Crystal Beach, sustained at 20, gusts to 50. Easily likely in the stronger rain bands. Gusts to 65, Bolivar Peninsula to High Island. And it's not out of the question that you could see a hurricane force gust toward High Island as some of the stronger squalls come in. Further inland, winds will be lower than that. I think we might see gusts to 35 and 40 in the Houston area, but that's nothing too out of the ordinary. We look at the current spaghetti plots. They still focusing right here on the southwest Louisiana or far eastern Texas coast. Still have 1 or 2 of the arms reaching out to the west, but I think it's most likely that this track is pretty tight, and we're going to get it right there on the Texas-Louisiana border. That's the update as it stands right now. We'll have a fresh update forecast track from the Hurricane Center at the top of the 4 o'clock show, the 411. So we'll see you then for that, and we'll see you again in an hour for another update.